And now for a very special and new dish, which I learned in Natchitoches also, which was the delicious poached pear. Of course, we never, as Cajuns, cooked that before, but Mr. Bobby W. at the bed and breakfast showed us exactly how to prepare this. Plus, he showed me how to eat it because I didn't know how. Of course, you make your wine sauce with the wonderful fine wine. You just pour it in. Now, you can use the white dry wine. Smells good. Tastes good too. Or you can use the rosé, the red, and I prefer the red wine for the pear because it gives it a beautiful color. So you start cooking this. Of course, you put it on a very low fire. You don't want to cook it too high. To that, you add you some sugar, which you cook this for about 10-15 minutes. Mix it up real good and until your sugar dissolves completely, and you add vanilla flavor to it. Okay? And this will make it real tasty. Yes. I'm going to let this cook because this is how you mix your sauce that will go with this poached pear. Okay, I'm going to let that cook down. And I'll show you my dressed pear, or undressed pear, I should say. You just take your pear and put it in your sauce. Okay? Now, I'll lower this a little bit because you want to baste this real well. Occasionally, you keep basting your pear. Now, the sauce that I'm using here, I've already condensed some. So this gives the pear a beautiful color. You'll see after a while what I'm talking about. This is beautiful at Christmas time. Now, okay, I'm going to let it cook and baste it occasionally while I show you how to prepare the pear. Because this looks real hard to do, but it's not at all. It's very simple. So, of course, you want your pears to stand up. And what you have to do is to cut the bottom off, like this. So it'll stand in your pot. Of course, I can dress 2 of them. That way you can see better. Very good. Okay? And you take your pear and you peel it. Just this way. Very simple, quick and easy, no problem. Just go around. And of course, now when I went to eat this, Mr. Bobby had to show me how to eat it because, like I said, I had never eaten this before. But since then, I have fixed it for several occasions, and I love it. Now, okay, I've got it all. Once it's done, like I'll show you the finished product in a minute, you just cut it with your knife, like this. And you take your fork and you get your pieces out of it, and it's just wonderful. It's delicious. So here it is. We're going to, this is cooking real well. So we're going to let this simmer because this has got to condense. We've got to condense this. I'm going to go ahead and keep basting this. Of course, that wine it's absorbed into the pear, and it gives that pear such a wonderful flavor. Okay, good. And it's just fabulous. It really dresses up a holiday or just any day. All right, after a very light meal, this is a light dessert to fix. Okay, now, so we're going to keep boiling this down. You want to condense this. Now, to serve this, once the pear is done, take your little bowl or a glass. It's just really according to your preference. And this one is not quite done, but I think it'll work because the pear was pretty ripe. See the pretty color that's absorbed by the gravy? I call it gravy, but it's really sauce. So let me turn this off. Okay, you just pick your pear up, put it in your dish, and you take your sauce and just baste it again. Okay. Just like this. Comme ça. Voila! beautiful and very good. So now we've completed all 3 dishes for today, but I'll show you in a minute the complete meal that I would serve at my house. So I'll just keep boiling this down. We turn this off and we'll view our finished dishes. This is our menu for today. Our very delicious and gorgeous baked speckled trout, of course, served over rice, and our very tasty eggplant casserole, and last but not least, our gorgeous pear, which is just wonderful. And I would never serve this meal without coleslaw. These are only a few of the many dishes that can be prepared with Louisiana products such as trout or catfish and fine wines from Feliciana cellars. Well, after a hard day's work in the kitchen and in the fields, I'm going to share with you a letter from one of my viewers. Dear Miss Lucy, just a note to tell you I enjoy your show so much. My husband also enjoys it because you have taught me how to prepare a tasty meal. Your stories are delightful. The scenes of parts of Louisiana and all it has to offer are so great and very educational. Thank you so very much. Your friend, Jan McCoy from Wilmot, Arkansas. Thank you, Jan, for sharing this letter with me, and thank you for joining me today. So now I'm going to relax and enjoy the fruits of the vineyards. Bonne santé, chat.